You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, let's talk about LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers yet again. There's been a lot of turmoil with the Lakers this season. They're not very good. LeBron James engineered this team, and they are failing in every way possible. They actually sit in the 9th seed right now in the Western Conference, and they're going to be in that play-in tournament, that LeBron James did not like. If you remember last year or year before last, he said, whoever came up with this shit needs to be fired. But yet, LeBron James is probably going to find himself in this play-in tournament for the second time since they actually started this tournament. Now, LeBron James has said a lot of crazy things here over the past week, and there's been a lot of speculation that he's trying to work his way out of the Lakers. He said he wants to play with his son. LeBron James is doing a lot of other things, it seems, except trying to win games for the Lakers. And there may be a bit of a reason for that, because now, guys, there is a new report that LeBron James tried or is trying to get Rob Pelinka fired. Yes, the general manager of the Lakers, in favor of Oklahoma City Thunder GM Sam Presti. Now, if you guys remember, Sam Presti is the GM of the Thunder, and LeBron James called him the MVP. Now, Rick Bucher of Fox Sports came out and said that other GMs are reporting pretty much the same thing, that he wanted Rob Pelinka replaced with Sam Presti. But let's read this. Lakers, LeBron James reportedly tried to get Rob Pelinka replaced. The Lakers have had enough problems, but this report suggesting LeBron wanted Pelinka out is wild. Now, this doesn't really surprise me because of the way LeBron James operates. He tries to play the general manager. He tries to engineer these super teams. He's done it before, so it really wouldn't surprise me, if he actually tried to do it again. And he has actually failed this time around on putting his team together. He wanted Russell Westbrook, and it's not working very well, as the Lakers are super duper old, and they are 27-32. It says here the Lakers have had enough going on with their performance on the court, but all of the negative media surrounding the team has just made things more complicated, and things have reached uncomfortable levels. LeBron James fueled a lot of that fire with comments he made during the All-Star break. James openly said that he wouldn't close the door on a potential return to Cleveland at the end of his career. That led many to believe he was taking a subtle jab at the Lakers. But this latest report could really change up the dynamic. Rick Bucher of Fox Sports reported that GMs he spoke to suggested that Bron wanted Rob Pelinka out of the front office. That would be huge if accurate. Quote, I heard that he, LeBron James, was trying to get Sam Presti in there to replace Rob. I don't see that happening, but I could see him trying to get Pelinka out of there, and I 100% agree with Rick Bucher on this. LeBron James come out, he's sung the praises of Sam Presti. He has, because this is the man that drafted KD, Durant, James Harden, etc. They didn't win a title, but he has drafted some players right there. And I found it kind of weird, that LeBron James at the All-Star break was actually singing the praises of another team's GM, yet that team is next to last in the Western Conference. But it goes on. It says to play both sides of it, Rich Paul's version sounds like it goes completely against that report. LeBron's agent spoke with The Athletic this week to clear the air, and he contends that there is no tension between James and the franchise. So this is nothing more than Rich Paul trying to do damage control, trying to protect his boy to not make him look bad. But he says, quote, I just don't think that communicating indirectly is the right way of doing business. I don't think that's who we are, who LeBron is. We have a great partnership with the Lakers, the Clutch Sports Group, and the Lakers don't have an issue. Rich Paul and Rob Pelinka don't have an issue. LeBron James and Rob Pelinka don't have an issue. Now, I'm not buying that, guys. I believe that there is a lot of tension. And LeBron James, man, I truly believe, man, if he doesn't get his way, man, he will, have some type of a hissy fit behind closed doors. LeBron James has actually moved players off of teams. So it wouldn't surprise me if he actually tried to get the general manager removed from the Lakers. Now, the Lakers have been so well run for the better part of 50 years. I don't think they're going to allow one player to just get his way, but you never know. But I highly doubt it, man. They let LeBron James get his way engineering this team. They did. And look at the results. It has been a disaster. A disaster. This team, with all of these names, super duper old, sitting 5 games below 500. Yeah, they didn't make a move. They didn't trade Russell Westbrook, but who in the world would want Russell Westbrook's contract? I know I wouldn't. I know they tried to trade him to the Rockets. It did not work. LeBron James, you made this bed. You need to lay in it. You do need to lay in it. Rob Pelinka, man, LeBron James, I don't see this working out. I don't see LeBron James finishing his career with the Lakers. I mean, if the Lakers continue down this path of being super old and losing games, you think LeBron James is going to stick around? And I do believe he can actually sign another extension this summer. I don't know if he will, because the man has already said that he wants to play with Bronny. So he's going to really have to calculate when he thinks Bronny will be ready for the NBA. So I don't know. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.